Conquering the impossible, no mountain too high. William was an experienced climber. One day, along with some friends from his hiking club, he decided to tackle a challenging mountain that had always been on the group's bucket list. They had grown tired of always hiking and climbing the same areas, and were ready for a new, more difficult challenge. They spent months preparing for the climb, training, and familiarizing themselves with the route. As they embark on their journey, they are filled with excitement and determination. They get started early in the morning, ready to take on the challenge ahead of them. William takes a moment to remind everyone of the importance of safety, and to stay together as a team. Everyone was in agreement, knowing that this journey will be a test of their physical and mental strength. With high spirits, they set off on their journey, ready to conquer the mountain and push themselves to new limits. At first, things went smoothly. They were making good progress, and were having a great time. They were enjoying the beautiful scenery and the sense of adventure. But as they progressed higher, they began to face more difficult challenges. The weather turned harsh, with strong winds and freezing temperatures. And the terrain became steep and treacherous, with loose rocks and uneven ground. As they approached the halfway point, there was a sudden rockslide. It started with a small rumble, and before they knew it, boulders were tumbling down the mountain, narrowly missing the group as they scrambled to find cover. The rockslide had blocked their path, and they were forced to reroute. William and his friends began to struggle, both physically and mentally. They were exhausted from the demanding climb, and the rockslide had almost killed them. They began to doubt their abilities, and some of them even considered turning back. Sir William, trying to keep the morale high, reminds his friends of the importance of teamwork. But as the challenges mounted, tensions began to rise, and the group began to argue and blame each other for their mistakes. With the rockslide blocking their path, William and his friends were feeling defeated and discouraged. They had lost precious time, had no energy, and their spirits were low. William, sensing the group's discouragement, suggested they take a break, to calm their nerves, and rest. During the break, they sat down and shared their concerns and fears. They all agreed that the journey had been harder than they had expected, and they were struggling to keep going. But they also realized that they had come too far to give up. They knew that if they worked together and supported each other, they could conquer this mountain. With renewed determination, they set off once again. They began to work together, supporting and encouraging each other. William, having more experience, took the lead, and guided them through the treacherous terrain. They helped each other, over steep rocks and through deep snow, never leaving anyone behind. They slowly but surely made progress, and the summit began to come into view. They began to understand the importance of teamwork and perseverance. They realized that climbing the mountain was not just about reaching the top, but about the journey and the bonds they formed along the way. They were proud of each other for not giving up, and for pushing through the hard times. Finally, with a sense of accomplishment and pride, they reached the summit. They took in the beautiful view, and felt a sense of victory. They knew that they couldn't have made it without each other, and that the journey was just as important as the destination. William and his friends returned home exhausted, but exhilarated by their achievement. They had climbed one of the most difficult mountains, and had done it together. As a team. They looked back on their journey with a sense of accomplishment and pride. They had not only reached the summit, but they had also learned some valuable lessons along the way. They had learned the importance of perseverance, and the power of teamwork. They realized that the journey is just as important as the destination, and the memories and bonds they formed along the way are what truly matter. William and his friends knew that the lessons they had learned on the mountain would stay with them forever. They had not only conquered the mountain, but they had also conquered their fears and doubts. They proved that they were capable of achieving anything they set their minds to, as long as they worked together and never give up. If you enjoyed this adventurous story of perseverance, and would like to hear more inspiring stories about people just like you, please like and subscribe.